Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take you guys along for our month of August Azure Standard grocery haul, and I did get some new things in this haul that I'm going to point out to you guys. I've shopped with them since 2017 and there are new products all the time, and today has some that I have not tried yet. I'm also going to share with you a delicious homemade lemonade recipe, so stick around till the end of the video for that recipe if you'd like it. So just to start the haul off, we're gonna do these 25-pound bags. Actually, these are 40-pound bags. I was thinking of the flour I usually get. So I got two 40-pound bags of the starter grower chick feed and a 40-pound bag of the goat pellets. And then over here, I did buy tortillas for our freezer because we are out. I also got these are number 2 carrots. I thought they were number 1 because I wanted to do some canning, but these are number 2, so a lot of them aren't uniformed or anything. So we're going to see what we're going to do with those 25 pounds of carrots. I'll probably still try and can some of them. Over here, I got two 2-pound cartons of grapes. Unfortunately, they're leaking. A lot of them are yucky on the bottom. So yeah, I have an 8 count of avocados over here. The produce this time around is not the best. I hate to say it. I got a couple calls from people at our drop, as you can see. I got a couple calls from people already complaining about their produce this time around. So, the great thing with Azure Standard is you can usually call them and let them know, you know, the day that you get it, if you have issues, and they will refund you. It's just frustrating if you planned on using it in meals during that week and now you don't have the produce you wanted. I also got a 25, I think it's 20 or 25 pounds of pickling cucumbers. They're in the garage. They're draining everywhere, and every single one of them is just falling apart. They're not in good shape. So I already emailed Azure pictures and got refunded for those because none of them were usable, unfortunately. I got some Gala apples. These look good. So I'm going to be doing, hopefully in a day or two, a recipe using these apples to share with you guys as we're getting into fall and the months where a lot more people are putting apples in their home regularly, so you guys can get some new ideas. I got a 6-pack of ricotta cheese. We just had friends over for dinner the other day, and I used up my last bit, so I'm glad that is in. I got a duck for the freezer. We didn't have enough of them to process for us, so I have just enough for like mating to breed them in the spring, our ducks. I have vanilla cold brew oat milk latte. So this is something new I have not tried, but I am a big coffee drinker, and obviously this sounds a little bit better for you. So I'm going to give these a try. It was a 3-pack. I got our normal brick of mozzarella cheese from them. These are new, but just something for me, for like a mom snack. I got some whole grain rice cakes, and I got a 3-pack of those. I also got our usual 6-pack of heavy whipping cream that I like to have in the fridge. I have our 6-pack of the Nancy's probiotic Greek yogurt. This is great in smoothies. It is what I use in my lemon poppy seed muffins as well. If you have not seen that video, you need to try that recipe. It is delicious. I just brought 2 aluminum trays to Fire Academy last week, and they were all gone by the end of the day. So they are delicious. You guys need to go try that recipe if you haven't already. And then this is good just with granola and fruit in the morning or for smoothies. These are a staple when I don't have the time to make bagels ourselves. These are the Alvarado Bakery everything bagels. These are one of our favorites, so we keep these in the freezer. I usually get a 3-pack, but this time around I got a 6-pack. And then over here, I got a 4-pound of Bing cherries. Once again, not that great of shape. They're leaking, so I'm not taking them out. The ones on the bottom are really yucky, so we're gonna have to pick through and see what is salvageable and what is not. I got 2 stalks of celery. I have the rest of my lids for my previous Azure video. If you guys haven't watched it, I wanted to get 4 1-gallon glass jars. So I selected 4 and didn't realize it was a 4-pack. So I ended up with 16 1-gallon glass jars. So these are the remainder of the lids I bought. We are redoing our pantry this winter. We try and save the winter for like indoor projects, since we have such a short, good weather season where we live, for outdoors things. So we're going to try and redo our pantry. I'm going to see how I can fit these and incorporate them in our pantry, and hopefully I can. I bought over here 1 pound of apple pie spice because we're just getting into that season. We've had a lot of cool days and nights already here. And then 1 pound of pumpkin pie spice just to kind of top off for, the fall baking and all those things. So I will be putting these in a mason jar probably to store them. And then I got mustard seeds in hopes of canning pickles. And my pickles, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, are completely garbage. None are usable. So I will have these and hopefully can get my hands on some good pickling cucumbers before the season's over. And then over here, I bought, this is either 20 or 25 pounds. I think it's 25 pounds of lemons. So yeah, some of them, I have not dug through the bag. These were just already on the surface. I don't know what's going on with the produce, you guys. I mean, the produce at the stores is absolutely terrible, especially around here, but a lot of these are not fully ripe. Yeah, I don't know. But I did get lemons. I am going to dig through these and find some good ones that are ready to use. And we're going to make some homemade lemonade. I'm going to share that recipe with you here in just a minute. But I am hoping to batch cook some lemon poppy seed muffins for our freezer. And I am going to be doing some homemade lemonade as well. All right, you guys, that was a pretty short haul, right? So I'm glad I'm adding this in. I think I went over it super quick. Anyway, looking back at like my first Azure Standard videos, I'm like, oh boy, big difference. But now I'm going to take you guys along. We're going to do a delicious lemon recipe. I went through the lemons. I'm crooked. Hold on. I found my tripod, you guys. I forgot where it was. I think it was in the homeschool room. Anyway. I went through the lemons. They're not the best. I think my thoughts of batch cooking might be at the window for right now, my lemon poppy seed muffins, but I found 9 of like the best lemons that I could find in that box. I washed them up, and I'm going to share with you guys a little secret. Okay, so like I said, I washed them up, and as you can see, a lot of them are still pretty much green. And they're hard. They're not soft in the slightest bit. They are like really hard. So I'm going to share with you guys a trick when you have apples. No, I'm going to apples, oranges, and bananas. No, we're not going that route here. I don't know. I'm tired. I need to slow my roll. So a lot of these, like I said, are still green and hard. So if you have oranges or lemons, you can do this with either or. I have found, so when they're hard, you really don't get that much juice out of them, right? And you can like put them on the counter, you can roll them, because that's, what you do before you use a lemon. You roll it, really get it all juiced up, right? These, on the other hand, I think are a little too hard even for that. So what I'm going to do is share with you guys a way with oranges and lemons, at least that I've done, that gets every drop of the juice out if you are in this same scenario. So we are going to microwave our lemons. Yep, you heard me correctly. We're going to microwave them for about 15 to 20 seconds. So I will bring you back when we're there. Okay, now that I have microwaved them for about 20 seconds and let them just sit for a minute, they definitely are not as hard as they were. So that's a trick that I've done, that I do. Does it really produce more juice? I have found that it does. It's not, it's not just me that does it. It's all over out there, but this is something I've been doing for quite some time where I feel confident. I think it like loosens up the membranes a bit and allows the juice to flow maybe more freely. I'm not sure, but every time I've done this, I get better results than when I don't do this. So if you have citrus and it's a little hard or underripe, or you just want to get the most out of your juicing, pop it in the microwave for 15 to 20 seconds, let it sit for a minute, you're good to go. Okay, so I have basically all my supplies out here, or ingredients and supplies that you're going to need. So I got my juicer. In this, I have 1 3/4 cup of sugar. I have 1 cup of water, which is going to go with that sugar. And then in here, I have 7 cups of water. It can be cold, it can be room temperature, doesn't matter. If you want to drink this right away, though, make sure this is ice cold, ready to go. And then I have my lemons here. Like I said, I grabbed about 9. Usually that's how many I need. But what you want to do is have, sorry about that, the kids are playing outside. What you want to have is 1.5 cups of fresh lemon juice. Fresh, not bottled. Fresh lemon juice. So I'm going to get these cut up and I will bring you back and let you know exactly how many of these lemons I actually used. Okay, so I just got done digging out the seeds. I actually needed 11 lemons this time around to get to 1.5 cups of lemon juice. But I'm going to take you guys along over to my stove and show you the next steps. Okay, so I'm going to make our simple syrup mix here for the lemonade. And what I have is just a medium saucepan. And you're going to go ahead and add your 1 3/4 cup of sugar and your 1 cup of water to make the syrup. Now, usually, if I'm thinking ahead, I will make this and have the syrup already made, ready to go in the fridge. And you can actually make this ahead and store it in the fridge for, I'd say at least, I think I've had it close to a month. But this will store this syrup for a month in the fridge. During the summer, if I wasn't so busy this summer, we would have made this a lot more frequently because it is easy if you can store the syrup, you know, make it ahead of time and store it in the fridge. Then it's cold, ready to go, and you don't need to wait for it to cool down. But nonetheless, this is what you're going to do. Bring it to a boil. You don't have to sit here and stir it constantly, but you just want to stir it until it dissolves and then let it come to a little bit of a boil, and then you pull it off the heat and let it cool. So I will bring you back when we are at that boil. You can see around the edge, or maybe you can't see, hold on. You can see a little bit of boiling going on, so I'm just going to stir this for about a minute, and then I think it'll be ready to set aside and cool off. I didn't set a timer, so I'm watching my clock. I guess it really doesn't have to be a minute exact. I like to let things go for at least a minute, kind of like with canning. And just give that a stir. All right, I know that was not a full minute, but it's good enough. So now that you got this all mixed up and the sugar's dissolved. Now usually I use white sugar. I only have the organic cane sugar from Azure right now, so it does have a little bit of a brownish appearance to it just because it's pure cane sugar. So you know, if you use that, just keep that in mind. The coloring might be a little bit off. Like I said, I usually use the white sugar for this, but using what I got. So I'm going to let that sit aside and cool down for a little bit. I'm also going to give this a try. So I just shook it up. And this is the vanilla cold brew, which I'm not a fan of vanilla flavoring stuff, so we'll see how this goes. But vanilla cold brew, oat milk latte, plus collagen. So it's dairy free, which I don't care about. I eat dairy. I don't have any special diets, nor does my family. But there's no refined sugar, which is good because refined sugar is not good for you. And it's single shot coffee. Well, I do double shot, but that'll work. And inside is just oat milk, cold brew coffee. You have dates, coconut oil, marine collagen peptides, organic natural flavors, Himalayan pink salt, gum acacia, rosemary extract, and baking soda, contains coconut and ew. Oh, I hate seafood. I wish I didn't read the ingredients. Oh gosh, I don't want it now. Oh, it contains fish. It's just, we all have our likes and dislikes. I hate seafood. I don't eat seafood. Anyway, so dairy free, as you can maybe see there, and it shows plus collagen, 3,000 milligrams. Well, that's where that takes place. And then from organic fair trade coffee, enjoy chilled. So, yeah, my husband wouldn't drink these. He doesn't drink stuff like this, but maybe he will. Maybe I can trick him into it. I've tricked him into lots of things over the years. I know he's watching this laughing like goat's milk. Not telling him it was goat's milk. That's a funny story. Now I'm like smelling it. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it wouldn't be like legit if I didn't drink this in front of you guys. That was really small. It's not bad. Like I said, I don't like vanilla flavoring. I'm horrible with reading details. Have you guys figured this out yet with some of the purchases I've made? And it's like, why are there 16 of these, not 4? It's not bad. And the fact that I know there's good things in this makes it kind of like worth drinking it. It's not my favorite. I'm not huge on flavored coffees at all. I'm just like basic espresso and milk. But it's not bad. It's not bad. And I don't drink oat milk, so I don't even know what that tastes like. If I buy this again in the future, I would. But I do have an espresso machine, and I am all about like straight espresso and milk. And that was an acquired taste, but now that's like all I drink, or if I drink something flavored, it just doesn't taste that good anymore. Like white mochas and all those flavored lattes and coffees. You know, I can do occasionally a little bit of coffee creamer in my coffee, but I'm just a little bit more picky with that now that I've, you know, gotten so used to my espresso and the bitterness of that. Now I actually like that bitterness in my coffee, so drinking something smooth and flavorful is like, it's different. But this is not bad. Anyway, just figured, well, while I was on here, I would do a little product review on the side, and I'll let you guys know. But if you guys like coffee, if you like flavored coffee, especially vanilla, and you like all those health benefits, and to know that what you're drinking or consuming is actually good for you and doing something good for your body, then yeah, I would get this. All right, so this is still a little bit warm, but I'm like, you know what, it can just sit in the fridge. So I'm gonna get this video going. My goal is to have this video out today. How cool would that be? Because like, yeah, there's been a lot going on. And I need to get videos out. I know. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take the 7 cups of cold water. Cold would be best. 7 cups of cold water. And you're going to go ahead and pour that into a pitcher, followed by your juice and your pulp. Now, I did forget to mention, hello, where are you guys? Sorry. No, still not good. Okay, anyway. I did forget to mention, so obviously you take the seeds out, but I know some people like pulp, some people don't. I don't like pulp in my orange juice, but I actually like pulp in my lemonade. I know. So anyway, I have pulp in here. Forgot to add that in. You know, I like to keep the pulp in, but once again, you can just use straight fresh lemon juice and not worry about the pulp, but definitely get the seeds out. So I am going to go ahead and add my lemon juice into the pitcher with the pulp in it. And now I'm looking and I'm like, you know what? This might overflow and make a big mess on camera. I don't know. We'll find out together. All right. I could move it into this, but I like really want to put it in the glass one. Let's see. Let's see how much of a mess I'm going to make here. Yeah, like I said, this is organic cane. Oh yeah, nope. I don't know, maybe. This is organic cane sugar. So, it is brownish, okay? It has that brownish color to it. Oh, I'm so close. Yeah, so far. No, I got a good little bit left. Can we do it? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have to pour it in the other pitcher. It looks prettier in a glass pitcher, but you know, we can shove it in a plastic one too. So finish pouring your syrup out. Give it a good mix. And like I said, obviously if you use white sugar, it's gonna look a little different than this. It's not gonna have that little brown tinge to it, but anyway. And I need a picture for my thumbnail, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour what I can fit in here for the picture. See if I can get a decent one here. Anyway, it is, oh my gosh, it's 3:30. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm really trying to get this out today. But anyway, this is the lemonade, you guys. It is absolutely delicious. Like, seriously, you guys have got to try this. It is something that I make. I make more often in the summer, obviously, but it is absolutely delicious. It is refreshing. It is so good, and it does not sit long. Like, this pitcher is going to be gone. I'm going to have to make another one just because, like, this will probably just be for, like, my kids alone, and maybe half a cup for me and my husband. But he's working late, so I don't even know if he'll want any, but absolutely delicious, you guys. I really hope you give this a try. Quick little update here at the end. So we were sick and we were sick, and now my husband's getting sick. So this thing, whatever it is like dragging through our family, and 2 of our kids are feeling off. It didn't hit everybody at once. I at least like when sickness hits everyone at once, because then it's over with and y'all can move along. I've been doing Fire Academy, which is whipping my butt. It is physical. It is very physical. It is like physical. I got home Saturday and could barely walk. I don't know if I injured my foot or it was my shoes, but I could not walk on my foot without a limp for like 3 days. So it still hurts really bad. But not going to complain. Like, I'm just going to push myself through it. Another update, I went yesterday down to Fort Collins for a vein follow-up on my legs. I was having a bunch of phlebectomies and ablations done, and I had the scleropathy foam injected over a month ago. So the bad news is part of that limping in that leg could be from edema. I had a lot of edema. I have redness on my legs. They did rule out a DVT, which is good, but I do have superficial clots. And I also have, phlebitis. So basically I have phlebitis in my leg. They were going to drain out all the old blood, but they're like, you know what? I think we need to hit it again with the foam, because some of my veins they wanted to collapse are closed and some of them are not. But the ones that are closed have like the really hard lumps, and it's red everywhere, and it's painful. So I was hoping to be all better after all this. But anyway, that's been going on. I was supposed to have training yesterday with the fire department. And then when I was coming back from my appointment in Fort Collins to do fire training, my husband's like, we gotta go to Denver. And I was like, no. So I never went to fire training. My son actually, he was playing with the cats, and it took a while to get out of him. So 2 days ago, I guess in the morning, he got scratched by one of the cats in his eye. And he didn't tell me till like dinner time. I'm looking at him like, I have 8 kids. I don't spend all day staring at my kids. So I did not catch it sooner myself, and he didn't say anything because he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. But anyway, come dinner time, I saw blood all on the white of his eye, and I'm like, oh no, what did you do now? And sure enough, I mean, I was upset with him that he didn't tell me right away, because I would have flushed it and rinsed it, because like cat nails in litter boxes, in your eye especially, I'm thinking like vision, changes or blindness and infection and all these things, obviously. So it was a very eventful day yesterday. I ended up taking him to Children's, and then Mike just came home to be with the kids. We were there for hours. I guess the cat, when he walked by, was under the bed and just swatted his paw out, and he got down on his hands and knees under the bed and was swatting back a little bit and kind of playing. And then, the cat was not being so nice and actually got him right on his eye. So, all that to say, they put in like these drops that make your eye glow, and they look for what's called an uptick to see, like, you can measure depth of the laceration on the eye from that. So they did do that because he was supposed to have emergency eye surgery. That's what I was told. He's going to the hospital for emergency eye surgery. So like, I didn't feed him. I didn't eat anything all day yesterday because I didn't want to eat in front of him. So we're like both starving, waiting in the ER for all this to go on. Okay, so the good news was there was a tiny bit of uptick, but not a lot. So it looks like it's more of a superficial laceration on the eye. So we are starting antibiotic eye drops for his eye to hopefully see if that helps. And if things improve, great. If things start looking bad in 2 to 3 days or going downhill, or, you know, drainage and redness and heat and fever and all that stuff, then he's probably going to need eye surgery. So it's, the past few days, I'm like, I just want to make a video, but it's been so eventful. Like every time I think the day is going to go this way, it just takes a sharp turn elsewhere in another direction. So I'm hoping to get a video out tonight for curriculum review. I mean, like, people are doing school already? I don't know. I'm late to the game this year. But anyway, just wanted that quick update. But it was so cute because, well, we were in Aurora, and it's like, it's not a good area. So my husband's like, well, wait till you get towards Thornton. So we went to Thornton, and there was like 30 to 40 police cars on the side of the road. I don't know what was going on, but I'm like, oh, because this is any better. It was like the middle of the night. It's like 11 something at night, but we were starving. We wanted something to eat, and we're hardly one-on-one like that. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to go get like Applebee's or something. We're not going to go get fast food. We'll go sit together. And he's like, I get a date with mommy. And it was like, it was so cute. So we did Applebee's at like 11 something at night. It was, I don't know. Those are some places that I don't really like to be at nighttime. But anyway, we got home safely after that. It was a late night for both of us. Joshua's coming. He wants a snack. I promised him I'd cut up some apples. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to do my best to edit it. It is, yeah, what, honey? It's like 3:35 now. So I'm going to try to get this edited. No. No, he wants chocolate chips. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this edited, get some pictures sent over to my computer for a thumbnail. So it can kind of look nice and people actually want to click on my video. Anyway, just want to give you guys some updates. I'm going to try doing the curriculum review. And then, yes, the question and answer video did have to be redone. That will be up. I'm not even going to give a date. It's coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. Okay. It's been crazy. So I actually have training. I have academy tomorrow night, but I'm going to do my best to get something up tomorrow before I have Fire Academy in the evening. And I have testing to do late tonight for tomorrow. So anyway, all that being said, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I hope you enjoyed the haul. If you're new to the channel, I hope you subscribe on your way out. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Something I want to do is every single time I do an Azure Standard order, which is every month. I don't think I've ever really skipped a month. Maybe posting a video, but I'm going to do my best to do, this is much better cold, by the way, now that it's chilled for a little bit. I'm going to do my best to do at least one product review. I'm not getting paid for it, but I really do like Azure and everything that it stands for, Azure Standard. So I'm going to try and do like a review on one of their items, and I'm also going to try to do a recipe from something that I purchased from Azure Standard, just so you guys, you know, if you're new to it or want to try something different and are like, well, what am I doing with this? What am I supposed to do with it? You guys will, you know, have an example at least of what you can do with it. So today was a review, and technically what you could do with lemons. And if you get underripe lemons, how to fix that and how to still get the most juice you can out from that lemon. I got, gosh, if you could see my son, I don't know what they're doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, he's in pajamas. I'm like, he wouldn't get dressed today. I'm like, I don't even care. Our Azure Standard order was so much earlier than usual. So I'm like, whatever. I don't care. You've been outside today, huh? You look like you crawled out from a bridge. He's dirty. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get this lemonade chilled, get this video up, try my best to do some type of video to put out for tomorrow. I hope. Yes, he's going to have some lemonade. I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care and God bless. Say God bless.